We have Judith King, a local scriptwriter, and Hannah Slayton from Tinderbox Theatre Company to tell us about their new Christmas theatre production, All Through the House. Hannah, could you give us a bit of information on Tinderbox Theatre Company and the work that you guys do there?
Yes, we are a new writing theatre company, which means that we focus on developing talent, writing talent for the stage here in Northern Ireland. We have focused very specifically on Northern Irish writers, so people from or living in Northern Ireland. We commission and develop new pieces of work for the theatre.
And Judith, you've actually come through some of the classes at Tinderbox. What was your experience like?
I first started working with Tinderbox when I was about 25. I was lucky enough to be accepted on their Fireworks new writing scheme. So the process of that was, it was a group of us got together and Hannah kind of coached us through the process of building a story and coming up with an idea. And it culminated in us having our short play performed in a rehearsed reading with professional actors at the Baby Grand Theatre, which was an incredible learning experience. It was the first time I'd seen my work on stage. And then after that, a few Fireworks graduates were asked to come back and do a night called Swing State Cabaret, which was an evening of kind of satire and sketches to coincide with the US presidential election. We sort of had a bit of a pub feel to the evening, and there was a team of us and we team wrote sketches. And I think it was a great success that night as well, and we learned sort of a slightly different skill in terms of satire. And then off the back of that, they commissioned me to write a longer piece, and through that process the idea for this play, All Through the House, came about.
Judith, could you give us a little bit of information on the play?
All Through the House is a sort of dark family comedy about a very dysfunctional family coming together for Christmas dinner, and at the heart of the story are a divorced couple, Arthur and Carol Moore, who've decided to have this meal together for the first time in 5 years for the sake of their adult daughter Ruth, who's a little bit neurotic in the wake of their breakup. And to this meal, Arthur is going to bring his new partner, Wendy, who was also the woman that he left Carol for, and Wendy is going to bring her daughter Pat, who used to be Ruth's best friend. So the beginnings of a very awkward scenario are there, and things only get weirder.
And what attracted you to script writing?
I've always written since I was young. At university I went to Trinity and I studied drama, and I sort of started to learn how to write there. And then I moved to London and I went to Goldsmiths and I trained in film writing. And it's just something I've always really wanted to do. I think I grew up going to the theatre here, and my sort of earliest theatre memory is coming to see the Royal Shakespeare Company doing A Midsummer Night's Dream when I was about 5, and all the fairies wore DM boots, and I remember thinking it was really cool. So I think it's just something I've always been attracted to and that I've been passionate about.
And Hannah, what attracted you to Judith's style of work?
As Judith was saying, she came through our Young Writers programme, so she was first selected to come on to that, and so I got to know her writing at that point a little bit. And then we did the Swing State Cabaret, and it was really in that we saw a real glint of something unique and funny, very funny. It's just what the idea of the comedy was coming from as well. So it was working with Judith, and also seeing how Judith was taking to the process, because that's very much what the point of the Young Writers Programme would be, just to show people who are aspiring writers what it means to write professionally. And then some people will really take to that process, and Judith was one of them, and to go that yes, this is absolutely someone we can work with, because she is hungry for it, and she kept wanting to learn more and kept involved in our artistic discussions between us. So it was very much to see that this is a really professional budding writer in there as well. And obviously finding comedy talent in someone is quite rare, so that was very attractive to us as well.
What do you think about the scriptwriters in Northern Ireland in general? Have we got a talented bunch of scriptwriters?
I think there's a lot of talent here. I think this is something that is shown over and over again in whatever part of the country you're in, that talent needs nurtured and needs to be given an opportunity to practice and make mistakes and to be at it and have sort of support and have this artistic discussion and this relationship, professional relationship that we were talking about there. And I think this is where the Tinderbox have really been able to provide that rigorous approach to developing writers and the writing process to get the best out of writers, to deliver really top class scripts that are, you know, can go on whether it's our screens or our theatre stages. So I think it's yes, talent, absolutely, there's a lot of talent, but you also need the support and the development of skills and craft in and around it for the talent to really blossom.
What advice would you give to any budding scriptwriters out there that may be watching this?
Well, I think picking up on what you said, Hannah, about the kind of relationship that we've built, I think a huge part of it is to be receptive to working with other people. You know, theatre, film, television are collaborative art forms. You know, a book you write on your own, and yes, you're edited, but somebody reads it on their own. But these are things that will be performed by lots of people, they'll be seen by lots of people, they'll be made by lots of people. And I think it's about recognising that it's not just about writing something that you're proud of, it's about meeting the people who get you, who you get along with, who you trust, and working together on something.
And finally, where can people see this exciting new Christmas play?
It will be on at the Crescent Art Centre from the 4th of December running till the 19th of December, and there will be some matinees and there will be evening shows. So and we hope that people come and get a sense of an alternative Christmas at the Crescent.
Thank you very much for joining us in the studio today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And to play us out, some of the cast members of All Through the House are going to give us a small preview of the play.
She never stops working, do you, Ruth? Work, work, work all the time.
It's a working day, Mum.
Well, I did invite your father around for Christmas, but because of his deep personal connection with the Canaries...
Well, I'd had it booked for months and you didn't give me much notice, did you, Carol?
Well, I assumed you were planning on seeing your daughter at some point over Christmas, Arthur.
Well, I'm here now, and while I have you both here, actually...
I'm going to finish this upstairs.
No, Ruth, wait, there's something we need to talk about.
No, I don't have time to talk about anything. I need to finish these scripts.
So finish them here?
Yes, Ruth, it's the least you could do.
All right. But no talks until I'm done.
All right. So, your TV show, that's going well?
It's the #1 show in the world.
Right. Funny what people like, isn't it? I mean, all those goblins and stuff.
There are no goblins in Reign of Blood.
Aye, but you know what I mean, all those wizards and beards and bows and arrows and stuff. That's what we used to beat kids up at school for liking.
What a delightful child you must have been.
And I saw your face on a billboard in town the other day. It was massive.
Oh, it's so embarrassing, they're everywhere. I mean, I shouldn't complain. I have been very blessed, professionally and financially. And how's Wendy?
Fine. Great.
Good.
Good. We are very good, in fact. Wendy is very good.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Good.
Which, actually, is what I wanted to talk to you about.
And I'm all done. Scripts are off. I'm just going to jump in the shower.
Oh, no.
Ruth, wait.
Just a minute, Ruth. Your father and I want to tell you something.
You do?
We do...
We do, Arthur, don't we?
Yes.
About why we're all here today.
Right, yes.
About how we're here today to support Ruth.
Right, support her 100%.
And put all that old nonsense behind us.
Absolutely, moving forward.
And look into the future.
True north.
What?
I didn't know how to continue the theme.
Right, but what I mean is, Ruth, is that there is nothing for you to worry about or be stressed out about or project into other things in your life like your work.